had many ups and downs in my pirate life, many of which ended up with a battle. Although I was historically famous as a female Caribbean pirate, I never commanded my own ship. My early life was not very ordinary. Just when I thought it was coming together, everything fell apart again. I am strong and I am brave, but at times it gets rough. I am not only famous for being a female pirate, it was the courage that I had that truly set me apart. I am Bonney. I was one of the most famous female pirates in history. I was born March 8, 1698 in Kinsale County, Cork, Ireland. My birth name was Anne McCormack. My father changed it to Cormac when my father ran away from my mother's family. He started calling me Andy to make my mother think he had a son. My mother died of an illness when I was 12. My father tried to make a living as an attorney but was not wholly successful. He ended up as a merchant businessman and was far more successful in this area of business. I finally thought I would be getting a normal life until I married and moved. Later on in life, I married a poor sailor named James Bonney. He was also a small-time pirate. We moved to Nassau on New Providence Island, known as the sanctuary for English pirates, called the Pirates' Republic. In the summer of 1718, James Bonney became an informant for the governor. We were a happy couple, but in the end, fate and destiny did not work out. While we were in the Bahamas, I started to mingle with other pirates in the local taverns. There, I met John Rackham, also referred to as Captain Jack. He was the captain of the pirate sloop. We fell in love and had a son in Cuba. I rejoined him and continued the pirate life. I divorced James and married Calco while at sea. We then escaped to live as pirates. Rackham, Mary Reed, and I stole the ship Revenge. It is now referred to as Queen Anne's Revenge. It had numerous cannons and was spiked with human bones. My ship had about 40 cannons. The ship was modified to hold more cargo, including slaves. Since it was a frigate, it was fast enough to steal other ships and was more maneuverable than others. We recruited crew members and in several months had a successful career. We captured many vessels and brought in abundant treasures. Despite the fact that we were successful, there was still a downfall. Mary Reed and I were captured by pirate hunters and brought to prison. We were to be executed. But we told them that we were pregnant and the execution was held off. Reed died in prison and my father used his influence to free me. After I was released, I vanished. No one knows what I did and there is no record of where I went. Some think I moved to Charleston, South Carolina, remarried, had several children, and lived a peaceful life. Others think I remarried in Port Royal or Nassau and bore several children. In the end, no one quite knows what happened to me. It's extremely rare for females to be a pirate, which is why breaking gender barriers was a huge part of my life. They thought I couldn't take the battle, to fight hard enough, to be tough. People underestimated me, but that didn't stop me from continuing the pirate life. Just because I was a female Caribbean pirate, that didn't mean that I couldn't be known throughout history. I fought strongly, fearlessly, and bravely. I am Anne Bonney.